Good evening. Welcome to this evening's iRest Yoga Nidra Meditation. Tonight, I thought we would just connect with the moment to moment, feeling into our bodies, feeling into the tone that we brought into the practice tonight, and just begin to settling into your nest. Just letting go of the body. Just noticing if there's any particular areas that are holding tension, perhaps the neck or the shoulders. And just with a deep breath, just imagining these muscles beginning to loosen. Feel the weight of the body, noticing where the heaviness of the head on the pillow, maybe the shoulders and the heaviness here on the surface. Feeling the low back and hips. Feeling the weight here, letting it settle into your nest. Feeling the legs and the feet, the connection here with the surface. Just letting the body let go and settle in. And begin to open your senses, allowing any sounds to just come to you without reaching for them. You may notice sounds in the room, loud sounds, softer sounds, maybe the sounds inside your body, the sound of my voice. Opening up that sense of hearing. And opening up our sense of smell. There may be a fragrance that you notice, or maybe just a neutral smell. Just open up that sense of smelling. And the taste. There may be some particular taste in your mouth, but just open up just the sense of tasting. And our sight. You may see darkness under the lids. Maybe there's some colors, little spots. But just open your sense of sight as you bring your gaze inward and feeling into the body, the surface of the body. Noticing the areas that are cool, certain areas that are covered by the blanket, maybe are warm. Notice the material of your clothes on the skin. Notice the weight of them. Notice where they might have some tightness to them on the body, some looseness. And notice the tone that you brought in to your practice tonight, the tone of the day, perhaps the activities of the day, the interactions. and the thoughts. And without delving in too deep, just notice if there's a particular theme, a tone, and without trying to change anything, just allow it to be just as it is. And notice how it feels in the body. Is there a texture to it? Maybe a prickliness or maybe a sense of ease. And bring in an intention for your practice. It could be to stay aware and awake, even though your body may be deeply resting. It could be to dive into a particular tone or feeling or emotion. And just ask yourself what your intention is and see what comes up. What brought you here tonight? Are you searching for an answer, an understanding, perhaps an experience of just letting go? And notice the thoughts right now, different thoughts passing through your place of awareness. And without hindering them, just let them go by without attaching, continuing moment by moment to come into the body. Notice the space outside the body, in front. Notice how that feels on the body, the energy of the space in the front of the body. And notice the space behind the body, the space underneath you. Past the surface that you're lying upon, deep down into the core of the earth. Notice how that sensation of heaviness and groundedness in the earth can just kind of bounce back into your body. Almost like a floating sensation, even though you feel the heaviness. Notice the space on the right side of the body. Feeling out past the boundaries of the right side, out maybe into the room, the house, way out. Noticing how this space meets and greets you. And feel the left side of the body, the space moving out past the left side of the body, out into the room and the space far beyond. Notice the gentleness of the space, the caressing feeling that it provides. And feel up above your head, the space here. and below your feet. And feel now the space all around you, in front, behind, right and left, above, below, the space holding and caressing. Feeling the boundaries of your body expanding in all directions. And notice the breath. Notice how the breath too comes into the body from this space. As if this space is just giving you life. And breathing out your life force into this space. Feel that connection. Bringing that energy in with each breath. Expanding out in all directions. Exhaling as you soften. And as this space caresses and holds. Notice how each moment, as if it's just one moment, always the present moment. And bring in a feeling of your heart's desire, something that you long for, that you can visualize or see or feel as a tangible desire as your life moves forward into each present moment. Notice what comes as you ask that question. What is my heart's desire? What is my dharma? My purpose? Noticing how each moment, as we look at the day and the week and the past, how each moment has supported and moved you forward towards this purpose. And it can be as simple as living my life in love, compassion, living my life in peace, living my life in the present moment, being aware and awake. And bring attention to the mouth. Feel all the sensations of the mouth. Even with a little sense of curiosity, just noticing all the parts of the mouth. And feel the ears. Notice the vibration of the sound inside Inside, moving through the ear canals right into the center of the head. Notice how you could almost hear the breath inside the body, the heart beating, the pulsation of life. And bring attention and sense your forehead, your eyebrows. Notice the lids, the weight of the lids on your eyes, the eyelashes, and the space where the two lids meet. How they caress one another. Allow your eyes just to soften, settling your gaze inward. Softening the cheeks and the bridge of the nose, the jaw. And feel the neck. Notice the back of the neck where it meets the skull. You may notice that little softness here, that curve of the neck as it meets that vertebrae at the shoulders. Notice the breath as it comes across inside the neck, into the throat. That soft whisper. Feeling the breath come across the nostrils. That soft whisper through the throat, into the lungs. Noticing the chest, the expansion that it has with each inhale. And the softening with each exhale. Bring attention to the right shoulder, left shoulder, right arm, all the way to the fingertips. Notice the pulsation in the fingertips, moment by moment. The life force coming and moving through your entire right arm. Feeling the palm of the right hand and the whole right hand and arm, shoulder, come back into the chest, that notch in between the clavicles. And move your attention to the left shoulder, arm, all the way to the fingertips. The tingling of life force right at the fingertips. And the palm. Now both hands and both arms, all at the same time. Notice how that expansion expands with each inhale through the shoulders and the arms. Softens with each exhale, moment by moment. And notice the back body. Notice where the shoulders meet the surface, all the way down to the base of the spine. And feel the whole spine now from the base moving all the way up to the base of the skull, and all the way up to the whole head, inside the head. Sensations inside the head. And then move your attention down through the spine to the base of the spine, into the hips, right and left, down through the legs and the knees. And notice the knees. Just notice how the energy, that life force, that breath comes into the knees. Imagining any blocks here moving out with each inhale and each exhale. And moving attention all the way down to the feet, feeling all of the toes and the bottoms of the feet. And feel the whole body now. Notice moment by moment how somewhere the thoughts are passing by. Sensations keep moving around. Feelings may be coming up. And just passing through. Notice if there is any emotion that may be calling your attention. And just notice how that feels in the body. And whatever this emotion is that's calling your attention, notice if you could create an image of what it looks like. And whatever this image is, you could ask a question of it. What is your message? And notice if there's any other emotions or feelings that seem to be coming in. Welcoming them in, just feeling them in the body. And again, moving back into your breath, into your moment by moment. And notice how these emotions can be present and yet a sense of calm and peace in each moment by moment. And look back on the arch of your life, that arc of life where you notice that consistency, that sense of yourself that was always present and that's never changed. This essential you. And notice how the sensation or awareness of this essential nature that you are, all this unchanging presence was always there in each and every moment. Always guiding you, always holding you in a safe place. This home ground, this unchanging awareness. And allow yourself, your mind, your body, your spirit. Notice how they all are present. How as you reside in this home ground, you're aware on such subtle levels of each moment by moment. Moving forward with your heart's desire. And notice how perhaps in this arc of life, oh, even difficult times were carried through, always from your home ground, this safe place of love and compassion. And allow that sensation of love and compassion. Feel it in your whole body. Notice how it's that essential nature, that unconditional love that's present. Feeling it emanating out through the body, holding the thoughts, the feelings, and the emotions. How you guide yourself from this place of love. And notice at the same time if a feeling of opposite comes in, of times when you didn't feel as though you were coming from a place of love. And welcome that in. And notice how it too is all a part of your essential nature. Holding these opposites from this place of observation and pure awareness. Noticing how they all just come and go, almost like a movie. Sometimes a comedy, sometimes a drama, sometimes a scary movie. But feel into that consistency, that home ground that's always been present that you are. Feel into that feeling of deep understanding, of love, compassion. And notice how the energy all around you, how it too feels compassionate and loving, how connected and whole we are to everything. And imagine with each breath, inhaling and expanding way out to the cosmos, letting all thoughts go, just breathing in, feeling that sensation of expansion and openness, stillness. Feeling each exhale, how all of it just comes in and nurtures and holds you. Moment by moment, breath by breath. Always in this present moment. Feel the body breathing itself. Drop into that stillness. That place of peace and love. Even in this place of stillness and expansion, thoughts just float by, sounds, tastes, smells. Notice how they all just enliven as we bring ourselves to each moment by moment without judgment or an agenda. Just experiencing each moment with all of our senses. So as we begin to come back into our bodies, coming back from the cosmos to the earth, to our home and our room, bringing ourselves back into the body. And we'll close the meditation very quietly. So if you'd like to stay in meditation, just allowing yourself to be in this moment. Namaste.